What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be doing this 2019 Pro Master, or it's a Dodge Ram Pro Master van, 159-inch wheelbase. So we are going to be starting off with adding a window. So this Pro Master didn't come with one, so this is exactly where it's going to be going, right here in this entire area here. So we will be cutting out this template here. Will come out, and essentially the kit that we came, or that came with this setup here, it's basically gonna cover up this whole square right here. Of course, the opening will be inside that, so we'll be getting started here soon. So when you guys order the well, actually this window came from Van Windows Direct, which is where the customer ordered his window from. So you get the window, and then go ahead and get the urethane insulation kit, right? So in the kit that you get trimming, because once we cut that metal, you want, this trim's gonna go, to guard that metal piece of all that. So they send you two primerless to glass adhesives, and then he opted to get the primer. So the primer we're going to go ahead and put on the metal first, and then we'll let that dry. It comes with two applicator tips for the primer. Once the primer is done, we'll go ahead and we'll saturate the metal everywhere that the window is going to be touching, and that's why they send two tubes to make sure, and then that's what we'll go from there. So when you get the window, this is it right here. It's all nice and came in all that beautiful wrapping. But yeah, this is the window for it. Like I said, you see it's a nice big square. That template that we're going to cut out is essentially just going to be around here, and then the adhesion portion is going to be a lot. All of this on the outside is going to be where it's going to adhere to the van. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting a couple of holes on all these rounded edges, and maybe just a couple here and there. Basically what we're gonna do is, that's how we're gonna create the template. We'll go outside, we'll tape a nice line around it so we can come in and cut everything. I'll be using a 3/8 inch bit to hit these corners, which is gonna be thick enough for the blade to fit in. So then it'll just give us that nice guidance on while we're cutting. So I drilled the first hole with 3/8 bit, and then I'm going to go down to a 1/4 inch to do the rest. That's just going to be my starting point for where I'll be inserting the blade. Cool, so we went ahead and we drilled all our little holes. This is going to, like I said, provide us some guidance along this edge here. Because we will be taping from the outside. It looks like it's an easier cut to do from the outside instead of the inside, just because this is probably going to get in the way of our skill saw. So there going to want to be on the outside to have a better clean cut. So then yeah, we'll go there. Using some tape to come around these edges. Like I said, it'll just help us guide through and give us a cleaner cut. Just a basic skill saw. I did put a brand new blade on, and this is for thin metal, so make sure you check your blades. So this was 36 teeth for it. We'll be adjusting the speed to have a nice smooth cut. say earlier is make sure you wear your safety glasses. All right, so here is the hole cut out, and so you see all of this right here is where the window is going to adhere. So you can see how nice and clean cut we got these, right? So this is why we drilled the holes, to kind of guide us along the lines of this second barrier inside the window, and then that trim that they gave us is going to go in here. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape. I'm going to get my grinding wheel, and I'm just going to hit this nicely just to, you know, clean these shavings off. Went ahead and grinded everything down. It's all, you know, pretty smooth. So now we're going to do our trim. So if you look here, there's a flat edge and then a beveled edge. So the flat edge we're going to put to the outside, so the window can sit flush. We're going to go ahead and start here in the middle. We don't want to start up there because it might create a leak. So we're going to start here. We're going to go all the way around and come back, and then we'll cut. So you know, they always give us a little extra to make sure that we have enough for our hole. So we'll go ahead and start placing that now. Okay, so we went ahead and installed our trim. You can see where it meets. I just went ahead and cut it with some tin snips, but you can see creates that nice little finish on the inside. There you go. Now we'll go ahead and we'll start prepping all of this surface here. We're gonna go ahead and start with the primer all the way down here, all the way up and around. We're going to do our primer, let it set really quick, and then we'll go ahead and start with our adhesive, and then we'll go ahead and put the window on. Alright, so I'm going to clean around this whole area. I got some of this Eco all-purpose cleaner. Wipe it down, make sure everything's nice and dry. Then we're going to be using this primer from Van Windows Direct. Here's the applicator. We'll be dipping it in, kind of just going around this whole area. Once we get our once it dries, we're going to go ahead and put our sealant on top of the primer, and then we're going to go ahead and place the window on there. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the primer along the edges, and the primer is going to dry, and then we're going to let it, it's going to be for the adhesive. So it's pretty runny. Just dip in your applicator, and as you pull out, it's going to, you know, kind of come out. So you want to go ahead and start. Go all the way around the trim. we'll go ahead and do a little bit here just to kind of help us place the window. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll just go ahead and start using our adhesive. And the goal for the adhesive is to get it thicker than, or the outside of the trim, so then it'll stick to the window. And it's automotive adhesive for the window, or automotive windshield adhesive, so it should work good. Okay, so now that the primer is pretty dry, you know, you can touch it and see it's dry. We're gonna go ahead and use our, it says primerless to glass, but if you use the primer, it makes it adhere better. So we'll go ahead and put our bead all the way around, and then we'll just do our little squiggly there. And like I said, the outside portions, it's not for any water sealant or anything, it's just to help us place and hold the glass. So like I said, that adhesive is just, you know, it does really well at holding the window. So we just put the tape strips to, you know, hold it in place. And there you go. Look how nice and clean that looks. And then you can see in here, everything is nice and sealed all the way around. But now they have a window, a nice big window. And then they'll be able to chill right here. So essentially, our next thing is going to be the max air fans are going to be up there. All right, cool. See you guys later.